nothing is impossible. This I have always believed.
Many of the arguments surrounding Venat's actions center on the notion that all other alternatives were impossible. It was impossible to tell anyone the truth, to work with the Convocation, for the Ancients to change, to alter the timeline, or to silence the Song of Oblivion any other way. However, according to her own words, if it could be imagined, it could be done, so none of these would be excuses. Her believing it was the only way doesn't mean it was, which is why the often cited trolley problem was one of her own making and cannot be applied objectively. Her deeds are also antithetical to the rights of freedom and self-determination. She chose the fate of mankind and manipulated individuals into following a path.
The victor shall write the tale, and the vanquished become its villain.
The Warrior of Light is in Elpis because the Source is dying from the final days, and they have no idea what's causing it or how to stop it. Venat placing her hopes on them was choosing an uncertain future, not one in which victory was assured, based on her interaction with someone considered exceptional among the Sundered. She had no idea what was going to happen once the Warrior of Light made it to Ultima Thule, betting everything on mankind finding their own way. Her theories on Dynamis, which she admits she only has a basic understanding of, once again appear to be incorrect. Hydaelyn warns Ether will avail you not in a domain formed of Dynamis, yet Ether is the only means in which the Warrior of Light can proceed after the failed state of Absolute Horizon. Despite the Scions' resolve, they're systematically unmade, and collectively neither they as Sundered nor Dynamis is sufficient to reach Meteion's nest. It takes ancients and ether-based creation magics. Having to rely upon Emmet loving Azim and the Star too much to not play along is also rather sinister, especially in the context of his intentionally being spared with the eventual goal of exploiting those emotional attachments. Not to mention the sheer improbability of Xenos arriving in the final hour to carry the Warrior of Light to victory. When your plan is contingent on Emet-Selch having sex, you need to think of a new plan. While I understand the Lopporits are the token comic relief, they also make Venat look incredibly incompetent. It's played for laughs, but appears horribly amateurish on her part, and like her backup plan was never really a viable alternative. First, there's the obvious dilemma of Meteion directing her despair beam at the refugees of Etheirys. Second, escaping to another star was also a gamble. Even if the Lopporits discovered an inhabitable world, the bereaved dragon in Ultima Thule tells us, the richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of the dragons incited contests for supremacy. And Midgardsormr had already scoured the universe, searching for a safe place to bring his eggs, referring to Etheirys as the last bastion of hope. Then there's Smileton, which was to be a paradise for the people of Etheirys, a refuge where every need is met, its inhabitants content and happy for all of their days, because thematic inconsistency is rampant throughout Endwalker.